Hello humans, welcome to Craptastic Arts and Crafts. Can I make these Tinkerbell mouse ears into Princess Tiana ones? $2.98 says I can. The ears are well made, but much smaller than the licensed Disney Mickey ears. These would be a good size for a small child, but my child isn't little anymore, so I'm going to make these bigger. First, I carefully deconstructed the ears. Princess and the Frog movie is set in the Louisiana Bayou, which has this very rustic, natural ambiance to the imagery that's juxtaposed with luminous, glittery, fairy tale-esque scenes. So to bring these two elements together to the ears, I decided to use this rustic jute rope around each ear. That will also increase their size, and the sequence from the original ears is already perfect because it's sparkly like the movie. Next, I cut the Tinkerbell wings into petals and arranged them like Tiana's signature water lily. This required a bit of finagling because there wasn't a lot of wing to work with, but I did get it together eventually. I glued the petals to some foam backing and cut the backing out. This gave it a little more structure. Then, unsatisfied with just a white flower, I decided to paint over the glitter with sheer sparkly paints. This has opportunities for failure written all over it, but it worked out. I was so proud of how pretty it turned out. Then I used the scrap pieces of the rope fiber that I had cut to make the stamens of the flower, and I painted them green as well. I glued a pin to the back of the flower so that it can be moved on the ears or the bow, depending on where Zoe wants to put this pin, or maybe she'll put it on her clothes. I don't really know, but it's an accessory. I felt like the flower looked a bit naked, so I cut some cheap fake leaves to match the style of the water lily, and then I arranged and glued them on. I didn't buy these leaves. They're just something I had left over from stuff that I have stored in the craft boxes. The rope fibers are really rough, and since Zoe has curly hair, I think that they might get snagged on her curls easily, so I painted a thick layer of iridescent glitter paint over the rope. It goes on white, but it dries clear, but you can see the glitter through it. I added a clip to the original bow, a pair of frog earrings that I already owned, which I'm going to take back after our trip. And last time we went, I made this Prince Naveen frog clip. I painted it out of cardboard and then just water sealed it really, really well. And he's held up. So I added him on. And here are the finished ears. This isn't the most impressive thing I've ever made, but it was easy, and the payoff for effort and time was definitely worth it. I think they turned out really pretty, hardly crappy at all, and Zoe gives her thumbs up of approval. Taking something cheap from online and making it a little bit nicer is one of my favorite things to do in crafting. It's craptastic. So happy crafting, 5 stars out of 5.